You know, for many of us, saving for emergencies can be just really tough these days. It's best to have $1,000 on hand for just in case, but a new survey shows that less than half of Americans have that on hand. So if you're looking to change that statistic, joining us now is Kimberly Washington with some ways to save. And first, Kim, how do we get started with all of this if you're already kind of struggling to make ends meet?
Right. So, of course, we know right now everything is so high when it comes to prices for everything. But when it comes to savings, of course, you want to put some money aside. And what people may not realize is that small money really does add up. So being consistent is very key when it comes to saving. And also you may want to consider putting your savings account on auto draft so you can do it whether or not even thinking about it. Even if you commit to save even $50 every 2 weeks, that could generate, of course, more than $1,000 per year. But you want to continue to build and start looking at your finances to find more ways that you can save.
So what if you've tried
Yes.
and you've gotten burned and you're
Yes.
like, I don't know if I can do this again?
Yes. Try again, right? First thing to do is try again and review your financial situation and take a good look at your different expenses that you may have and see whether or not you can cut some of those expenses so that, of course, it can go towards your savings goal. Another good idea, of course, is just looking at those different expenses and saying, do I really need these extra costs at this time? Especially if you're not paying yourself. I always say no one deserves your money better than you. So you do want to treat yourself as a bill as you move forward. So again, just try again.
I like that. Treat yourself as a
Treat
bill,
yourself
an
as a
expensive
bill.
one.
Yes.
So what are some of the strategies
Yes.
that we can use to maybe boost our savings and get on that right track?
Right. A lot of people don't think about your employee benefits, but there's a lot of different benefits that you can couple with your finances so that you can boost your savings account. Number one, you may want to look at flexible spending accounts. Those are one ways that you can save. And of course, pay for different qualified expenses like medical expenses rather, and child care. So that's something to keep in mind. You do want to participate in your 401k plan because that also helps you to save more money. So you do want to start there, see what perks and different discounts your employer does offer, and you want to couple it with your savings financial goals so that you can, of course, save more.
So where do you stash all the cash? So again, to get those benefits back and just make sure that you don't touch it.
Right. I know it's really hard sometimes, but you have to be true to yourself and kind of see what really works for you, not for everybody else, but for you. But you do want to head over to Bankrate. They have a good website where they provide like the highest yields when it comes to savings account. I did a quick check right before this segment, and some of the savings accounts today are paying about 5%. So that's a really good yield that you can get right now. So you want to look at different options. And again, you want to see what works for you. But the biggest takeaway of all these different things is that no one deserves your money better than you. Find different ways to save, and we know it is some challenging times, but consistency is key, and small money really does add up.
Yeah, that nickel for every dollar.
Yes, it does. It adds up.
5%, that's good.